Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another video for quantitative reasoning, and we are working on section 2A in our textbook on unit rates. The basic concept of a unit rate is this. We go to Sam's Club and Walmart, we're looking for toilet paper. That's not been something you've been able to do recently, but we've got toilet paper at Sam's, 48 double rolls for $27.50, and then 24 double rolls at Walmart for $14.97. So I am well aware of the fact that 24 times 2 is 48, and you could probably figure this out pretty easily using that idea, but I want to focus on a more general concept of unit rate, or in this case it would be unit cost. Okay, now what is a unit rate? And so we want to use that information to determine which one is the better deal. That's what we're really trying to figure out. Which place should I buy my toilet paper? A unit rate is defined as a comparison. It's between one unit of measure. If it's unit cost, it's the difference between cost per unit, and we're talking unit rate or unit cost. And so some examples of that is cost per item, but also miles per gallon, students per class, yards per carry, right? Points per game. All of those are unit rates. And the key about unit rates is that the word per means divide. So if I say cost per unit, that means that I'm going to take the cost and divide it by the number of units. Per means divide. Per whatever, that's what I'm dividing by, okay? Because every one of these problems can be written in two different ways, right? The context tells you what you're looking for. So here, if I take $14.97 divided by 24 double rolls, then I get $0.624, 62.4 cents per double roll. This is a unit cost, okay? But if I take 24 rolls divided by $14.97, then I get 1.603 double rolls per dollar. This is not unit cost, right? This is unit rolls, if you will. How many rolls can I get per unit of cost, per dollar? And so usually when we're dealing with better buys, we're looking at the unit cost, because unit cost we want to be smaller. If we're looking at the unit rolls, we'd want to be bigger. We want to get more units per dollar. So that's not the way we're going to usually do it. We're typically going to do it this way, okay, unit cost. So if we go back to our situation here, 48 double rolls for $27.50 or 24 double rolls for $14.97, we already figured this unit cost out, $14.97 divided by 24 double rolls. Right, we found out to be 0.624 per roll, per double roll. All right, if we did the unit cost at Sam's Club, we get $27.50 divided by 48 double rolls, and that gives you 0.573, or about 57.3 cents, $0.573 per roll. The unit is dollars per roll, dollars per roll. That's important. You got to have your unit there. So in unit cost, this is a better price. That's a better deal, better buy, because it's less money per roll. And so if you're paying less money per roll, then even though you get more rolls at Sam's, that doesn't mean it's a better buy, right? That's one of the things about those big stores like Sam's and Costco and stuff like that, is sometimes they're selling lots and lots of things, and because they're selling them in big bulk amounts, then you feel like you're getting a better deal, but it's not always the case, okay? So you need to be aware of that, and this is an easy way to figure that out. So let's do a couple problems with these examples laid out. Okay, so this is your introductory worksheet for unit rates. Remember that a rate is a comparison, a ratio between two values that have different units, right? It's dollars per roll or miles per gallon. You don't want to be comparing dollars to dollars or length to length or something like that. Then it's not a unit rate, okay? So I drive 80 kilometers per hour. How far would I go in 8 hours? Well, what's the unit rate? Their unit rate here is kilometers per hour. And now, how far would I go in 8 hours? How far? How far is in kilometers? I'm given 8 hours. So if I take this and I multiply the unit rate times the number of hours, look at this. Hours on top, hours on bottom, they divide away. And 80 times 8 is 640 kilometers. And the km unit is still there. The hours divided away because there was hours on top and hours on the bottom, and the kilometers stayed, and that's what I wanted my answer to be in. So that's one way you understand how to multiply or divide, or how to do what you need to do, is lay it out and then look at your units. Okay, if you make $38 working a 4-hour shift, what is your hourly rate? Dollars per hour is your hourly rate. So you take $38 divided by 4 hours, and you get $9.50, $9.5 per hour. Don't forget the per part. It's not $9.50, it's $9.50 per hour. And now, how much would you make this whole week if you worked a total of 25 hours? Well, once again, you take the hourly rate per hour and multiply by 25 hours. Of course, that's over 1. The hour divides away, and you're left with dollars only, $237.50. The hours are gone because the hours divided away. In 1 week of 25 hours of work, you'd make $237.50. Okay? So that's the process. I want you guys to pause the video and try example number 3. Okay, so what's your unit rate? Your unit rate here is miles per gallon, 200 miles on 8 gallons of gas. So you take 200 miles over 8 gallons. And get 25 miles per gallon. Okay, how far can you go on a full tank? If your tank is 20 gallons full, then you take 25 miles per gallon, multiply by 20 gallons over 1, the gallons divide away, and you end up with 500 miles. I would walk 500 miles, but I don't need to because my car will take me 500 miles. Little 80s music reference there for you. So anyhow, that's the process. Okay, now here in the last one, number 4, realize that you need to be careful. Your units have to match. 9 ounces compared to 1 pound. Those are not the same units. We'll talk about unit conversion in the next section in 2B. So I'm going to leave that example for later. Okay, so if you get online, you can do your MyMathLab homework, and you can also download an extra worksheet for some more practice on unit rates. Come back for section 2B, and we'll show you how to do some unit conversions in that section as well. Okay, thanks. See ya.